Well, with Lucas, I think his identity, kind of coming up has been a top six guy. But I think part of what him and I talked about is uh, rounding his game out so that he can be in position to play for that bottom six role. So you're not limiting yourself to six forward spots. And so, just something him and I talked about that I think is something he wants to get better at, and just finding what's that mean. Like it doesn't mean that you're going to run around and be a different player than you are, but it means that you have to value the puck. You have to be very good defensively. You have to probably be more willing to chip it in at times and live another day. If there's plays to be made, make them. You got to be great on the reload. You just got to do all those little things that it takes. So your details and the systems have to be great. So it's something that we'll continue to work with him on.
You did play on the fourth line most of last year. Where when you look back at the tape, were there things that he wasn't doing that you need him to be doing to be in that role this year?
I think the biggest thing is like, I've watched the games, but I'm not going to sit there and say, okay, you should have done this, you should have done that, because I wasn't here, and I don't think that's fair to him either. But we've gone through, we'll go through tape with them from the situations here, and again, to me, they're just kind of the understanding that I mean, it's really hard to outscore your mistakes in this league, and especially if you're on a third and fourth line, it's really really difficult to outscore your mistakes. So then you got to find ways to make sure you can go out and at least play even shifts. And if you can carry momentum, then you're really good. So it might not necessarily even be points, but it's momentum. But it's kind of a reset a little bit in terms of the mind, the process of it. Where's that music coming? I thought that was someone's phone. Community rec. There you go. There you go. It's
With
good too.
with Slaggert, so he's on IR. Do you know the timeline for him?
Yeah, not a specific timeline, but he's not on the trip. So I don't think it's going to be, a way past the Boston game. But I certainly can't tell you whether he'll be ready for Montreal. But he'll certainly not play tomorrow, and he won't play on Thursday.
Nick was just talking about the Florida Panthers doing the banner tomorrow, and he said, "Hey, maybe the kids can watch that. That's where we want to be." You find it maybe beneficial in any way, or it is what it is?
Well, I hope they're celebrating tonight, and that's beneficial. And I heard they had some pretty non-eventful preseason games, so hopefully, whatever we can catch them really celebrating. Is it beneficial for us? I think right now Florida's the model for the rest of the league in terms of the commitment they've had to winning as a group, and not necessarily everybody's going to play the same style. We're not trying to mimic their style, but I've talked to our players about some of the things that they do very, very well. Things like how hard they track, how committed they are to playing winning hockey, and so certainly they're an example to the rest of the league right now, and raising that banner is not a bad thing for anybody to see. That's what all of us aspire for. So you kind of get that inspiration.
You've been a head coach before, but it's been a minute. Was the preseason at all helpful for you just to get behind the bench again, or just to,
Yeah.
I guess, get back in the rhythm of games and having that different responsibility?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's been a minute, and just kind of getting again flow of running the bench and getting some chemistry with the coaching staff, and I needed all six of them. So, but feel good about it now, and but there's no doubt that you kind of need that experience to kind of get yourself back going.